Okay, I've been saying for a little while that we are in the process of a really cool collaboration, and it's finally time that I can share it. So first I'll back up and do a little story time. So if you've been here for a while, you have heard me mention the company sariKNOTsari. And so I've come to know the owner, Priya, who I adore. And this is a great company. They partner with artisans directly in India, and they've had incredible impact there. But it's not just that, it's the entire way that Priya runs her business. It is so purpose-driven and mission-focused, from how she treats her employees. I'm sure any of them would agree. Any customer who comes in there, I've seen it firsthand. Like, they're like family, and it's really beautiful. And so she's really having impact globally as well as locally. And anyways, we've become friends, and she had purchased this necklace I have on for me, and she found she wore it all the time. And then one day I get a message from Priya. So I get this message from Priya, and she's like, you know that necklace, she's like, I love it. I wear it all the time. I think women would love it. And so they design clothing and have clothing. They don't have jewelry. And she's like, maybe we could do some sort of collaboration around it. And so then anyways, it just snowballed and snowballed. She's like, she has really been touched by, as I've shared stories of some of the artisans who've gone through difficult times, like Agnes and Lucy and Bosco and different people who've had difficult financial seasons and health problems. And it's been a bit of a crisis this year. And she was like, what if we did something where we made an impact globally and locally? And so globally, providing jobs she's purchased these necklaces, and globally because she's donating $5 from every necklace to our artisan care fund, and locally because she is donating $10 to Zonta, which is a really cool charity that I just found out about. So I think within 24 hours of her message, we had a meeting with Priya, myself, and Shafali, Priya's kind of right-hand person. We had designed the necklace. We'd come up with, we're calling it Together We Can, because we really believe that together we can make an impact, individually as consumers, but also, 3 women-owned, women-led organizations. And just really love the whole idea of collaborating. So I'm going to show you the necklace. It's slightly different than the one I have on, and you can only purchase it through sariKNOTsari. So the one I have on, it looks similar at first, but this is the necklace. And when you turn it over, it's going to be really hard to see on here. There is a globe etched in. And so, so I drew this globe. I didn't want it to be like super exact. It's a little bit rounded and flowy, but you know what it is. The other difference we did was, okay, so the necklace we have, this is our Kunda necklace. So the one we have, if you want to adjust the length, this one is an old one, doesn't have it. Usually it has a few links that you can adjust it. My necklace is an old edition. But what we changed on theirs was it has these links. So instead of having a bunch of thick links, you can just adjust the hook to the length you want here. And then, because this might be hanging down your back, we added a cute little hammered coin to the end as well. And so those are the differences there. So you can adjust the length by, I would say 2 inches, maybe 2.5 inches. I have the measurements somewhere. And like I said, the globe on the back, which we love. And so you can purchase it. I'll put the link here. So it's benefiting the artisans who made it, the Artisan Care Fund, which helps provide for emergency needs. And Zonta is really cool. Oh, I forgot to talk about Zonta. Let me do that. Okay, before I tell you about Zonta, I forgot to mention one other cool thing with this. They come in a sweet little box. There's a card that tells about the initiative, and it's wrapped with recycled sari material. And so it looks really cool. Amazing gift. So if you're looking for a Christmas gift, would highly recommend it. This time I actually will put the link. I realized afterwards I forgot the link. Zonta, though, I hadn't heard of them, and they have chapters all over. And so they are an organization that is empowering girls and women, and they do that through service and advocacy. And so it's women empowering women. And you often hear that slogan, women, what is it? Women, when women, I know, empowered women empower women. But I have a shirt that I like even better. It says, empowered women empower the world. And I think that's much more accurate. Okay, so Zonta's mission right now is they are focusing on the whole idea of gender equity in climate change. And I might not be wording that right, but it's the idea of there's definitely climate change, and is the effects of that hurting women in more than men. And so I reached out to the artisans I partner with and just threw that out to them and asked them. And right away I heard back and they were like, absolutely. They're like, climate change is affecting farming, which affects our food, which affects women feeding their families, and they are seeing it firsthand. But we also are seeing the effects of climate change affecting locally as well, as people struggle to provide food for their families. And so Zonta's working in some really cool initiatives around that so that there's not food scarcity, both locally and globally. So we will be sharing more about that as well. Anyways, go check out the link. It's a really cool necklace.